What's up? It's me again, Bundi Baz. Drinking coffee. How's the coffee?
It's lekker.
Drinking coffee in the bush with my beautiful. How blessed am I? Yeah, we are blessed. Okay, so I've convinced my lady to have a bit of a chat. Maybe we put this out, maybe we won't. Just two white, privileged Africans living in Africa. Yeah, man, the world is quite crazy. Right now, it's legal to smoke the plant, the marijuana plant. It's legal to grow it. It's illegal to buy cigarettes. Can you believe it? So we're just having a laugh. We're in the last period of South Africa's lockdown. And yeah, President had another speech last night. And apparently you can buy cigarettes in 2 weeks' time or a week's time or something.
That's a long time still.
So we're just going to puff away at our own harvest. Yeah. So I think while we're having coffee, maybe we should have a chat about what do us self-employed people are going to do. Hey?
Good question.
Good question. Without being political, because we would love to be political, but we're not political. And, you know, we don't really have a voice, and we ain't going to go fight people. I'm into peace, love, and happiness, yeah? Mr. Bob Marley said one love, blessings to Jah, you know? And, however, we're also into our rights, yeah? And I will fight like a lion, yeah? And I'm not giving my liberties and my freedoms away to anyone.
No.
But we are law-abiding citizens. So where do we go from here? The government is giving a stimulus package, which I suppose for the most part is a good thing. Yeah, does it affect us, or is it going to benefit us in any way?
No.
No. Will it benefit anybody we know? No. Do we know that many people? It doesn't matter, but everybody we know. Right now, as it stands, not one person has come back to me and said, yeah, I've applied and this has happened or
nothing.
Received or... no, I've actually just heard the opposite. So, are we entitled to apply? No. Is that what this is about? No. However, for those that aren't going to apply, for those that don't want anything from the government, for us folk that are not looking for a handout, for us folk that are quite happy to put our nose to the grindstone and make our own money and be self-sufficient and keep the big wheel turning with everyone else who does not earn a salary, but we're not useless. Yeah? What do we do? What's going to happen to us? And how do we carry on? I think that's the... Without breaking the law, you know, because we're all law-abiding citizens. So, yeah.
Oh, we need to know what the law states. First and foremost.
Okay, can I... Yes, okay, just while you're having a puff. On that note, I just want to point out that us white South African people, we don't know the law of our own country, okay? We're all self-righteous, self-entitled, yeah? But not many white South Africans know the law. Whereas there are many black South Africans, for example, I don't know about Indians and colors, but there are many black South Africans that know the law. And I say this because some of the people I know, black South Africans, know the law better than me. And they're like, hey, Shumlungu, what are you on about? So us white people in this country don't know our own rights and our own laws. But we're the first to scream and shout on social media when someone's walking their dog or jogging during lockdown.
Yeah.
So step one, I suppose, we need to know our law.
Know the law.
Yeah.
Yeah. Make the changes required. The changes required.
Yeah, so what are we going to do? Besides what, coming together, creating communities? Yeah. And it's not a white thing. I just want to say we're not creating white communities. We're into dreadlocks, and dreadlocks is by far the most timeless. I mean, I think dreadlocks is older than man, if you wanted to, because I think the moment a bipedal creature walked this planet, their hair was locking, and the moment their hair locked, there was a dread. So, yeah, maybe we hadn't even evolved to Homo sapiens yet. So there goes that argument. So yeah.
Well, there's dogs that have dreadlocks.
There's dogs that have dreadlocks. So it's not even a bipedal thing.
No.
No. Cool.
Anything with fur can be dreaded.
There we
Or
go.
hair.
There we go. Maybe it's time we should just change our perception to everything. Because everything I know has changed. Everything I thought has changed. And I'm sure the same is for you.
Yeah. So what do we do?
Good question. I don't know. Become rebels. Rebels with a cause.
Well, now we have a car. We can just live in the car. It's a small car, but we can fit in it.
Yeah. Another beautiful day in Jersey.
The roads are busy.
Yeah, and the roads are busy, hey? The roads are busy. For a lockdown, we kind of assumed things would be quiet. This is the last week of the lockdown. We kind of assumed things would be really quiet, you know? And, like, people would be on their best behavior. You know, in case the president, like, extended it or anything. However, he's not. He's just put in rules. And, yeah, I suppose it could be worse. And I suppose that we should be thankful that it's not.
Well, let's see what next week brings.
Let's see what next
Today
week brings.
is only Friday.
Yeah. Yeah. Times are changing. Things will be different. And the economy will be different. Yeah.
And we're supposed to be moving.
Yeah. Okay, so we have an interesting story for everybody. It's coming into May, hey? We're the 24th of April. So this beautiful house that we are living in, we will be, from next month, we will be here for 1 year. And our lease is for a year, 12 months. However, in February, we terminated our lease as we have plans for business, and we started to implement our plan. However, which is a good thing, however, then COVID-19 started, the virus in the country got locked down, which was okay because we have a plan.
Not for the virus.
Not for the virus, though. So now what's happened is our lease ends at the end of May, and from the end of May we will
be without brick and mortar.
Well said. We'll be without brick and mortar. However, we will not be homeless, because
we'll be homeless according to society standards.
Say that again?
We'll be homeless according to society standards.
Okay. According to our standards, we won't be
homeless.
However, we will be mobile. We just call it mobile. Yeah. Homeless is where you have nowhere to hang your hat. We have many places.
And a car.
And a car. So, we will be implementing our next phase of a plan. It has changed somewhat due to the current climate in our country. And what is happening with the virus. But from the end of May, we will be out of here and we will be mobile.
Not interprovincial, though.
Yeah, which we will now have to tweak our plan a little to fall within the government stipulations. So interesting times ahead.
Considering we work one-on-one with people close.
Yeah.
contact.
Yeah. The joke is that this virus has affected both our lives quite uniquely in that our businesses are interpersonal businesses. So it requires that one-on-one interactiveness. And as things go, the virus and social distancing has become the new norm. Yeah, crazy. So it has left us in somewhat of a strange position. However, prior to this virus, through most of our scenarios, yes, because we like to plan, and because we like to
We
plan.
don't like to plan. We live in Africa. You have to plan your life. You cannot just live in limbo.
So for a large number, for a lot of our scenarios, our business model works quite effectively. Even in the idea of a depression, there's a thing called the lipstick index. If you do some homework, the owner of Revlon back in the 1930s, early 1930s, I think, coined this phrase, the lipstick index. So it's ladies in the depression were still spending money on lipstick. And there's a whole psychology behind it. So for the most part, our business model, based on that kind of psychology, is quite successful. That was
Social distancing.
pre-corona. Yeah. However, so yeah, it's kind of just sort of mixed things up a bit for us, and it makes us laugh because, man, it just goes to show that even if you plan, your plans never hit the nail on the head. However, by planning, it's kind of softened the blow to some degree. So we've implemented our plans, and I see that depending on our president and what the rules of lockdown are, our plan would sort of move around according to the government in the best way possible. Huh? Yeah. So yeah, we'll keep you guys all posted. We're gonna do this more often. We'll have dates in some beautiful places.
Great
Your coffee's
coffee,
finished.
by the way. I drank it fast.
My little secret stash.
So
It does have to be refilled when life goes back to semi-normal.
Ish, do you think we'll be able to afford coffee? It's going to become expensive.
Yeah, I don't know how you guys are
Luxury
finding the
items.
shops. Yeah, but things are definitely getting more expensive over the last. And you can't say it's man, everywhere. If you go to America, if you go to the UK, if you go to anywhere around the world, I'm sure if you speak to people, they'll tell you what cost X yesterday is costing Y today. And it's only going to go up. Supply and demand's going to start fiddling. The global movement of goods is going to change, and it's going to affect all of us in our back pockets. Even if we are job secure, we're going to be affected.
Yeah, not only that, the government has put out numbers, contact details, and if you can prove that your essential service provider has put their prices up during lockdown, and you can show them your slips and you can send that complaint through, send the damn complaint through. Don't mess around. Only we are getting screwed, We're gonna all be hungry. Just because lockdown is lifting doesn't mean that everything is just going to be easy. So use those numbers, and if you qualify for a grant, go and apply for the grant. Go through the process so you can speak with conviction and give the rest of us information. Yeah? Yeah. I didn't get very far on the application. I just have to tell you. I got to maybe step 3.
Oh, is it?
And that was it.
Okay, you
and
did
then
try,
I thought, well, this must be for other people because I don't qualify. We don't qualify on certain things,
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I suppose. And it's not BEE or whatever. It's just
Just don't qualify.
Just don't qualify.
Go through the steps and let us know how far you get.
Yeah. And again, as citizens of a country, I suppose we choose our level of involvement. So ultimately I only expect X from the government, and therefore, I don't expect the government to give me money for free. Actually, I don't expect anything
Well,
for
we
free.
never have.
Yeah,
This
so
is the thing.
and that's one of the things. If you go and check out some of my other vids, I did one earlier. Talking about this handing out for mahala, giving for free, and it doesn't work. And no disrespect to anybody or anything, but we need a real look at that. I don't expect anything for free, and I'm more than happy to work for my little bit. And if we all have that kind of thought, then we don't expect anything from our government, and then they don't have to borrow
500 billion rand.
500 billion rand. Yeah, so just on that note,
It's a lot of money to owe whoever for whatever.
Yeah. And again, I asked this question: are children going to pay for it? Apparently not. We're going to be paying for it anyway. So that's going to increase. I'm not a finance person, but things are going to more expensive, and they're all going to make excuses of why it's more expensive, but it just means more money is going into someone's pocket, and that debt's still going to be riding around. I read something this morning. Some clever dude was saying, but after so many years the IMF just wipe out debt. So
but what about ours?
Well, that's I don't
just
know.
Wipe out debt for someone and not for the other 58 million.
Yeah.
Wipe our debt out. It's okay. Let's all start from scratch. Then I'll follow all the processes. All the processes. Make it, it doesn't appeal. It's not appealing. 500 billion rand is not appealing in any way.
No, because I think most people don't actually understand that amount of money, let alone,
The problem with that is that a loaf of bread could then eventually just cost 900 rand. If we're going to add zeros onto numbers. Only because Joshua and I are learning about this now.
Okay.
And decimal places, where you strategically place that decimal.
Yeah.
And how many zeros you add on.
That's a massive effect. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, if you borrow too much money and you take too much stuff, then you end up like Zimbabwe and Venezuela, ne? I'm not a finance person, but I just know that Zimbabwe, their inflation went to 1 million something. It doesn't make sense. Venezuela's inflation and so it's not impossible to buy a loaf of bread with a wheelbarrow full of money, is it?
Can you imagine all the wheelbarrows of money in South Africa?
I mean, I've earned 1 million in my life. We lived in Uganda. My dream, one of my dreams was I wanted to earn 1 million.
To be a millionaire.
A millionaire. I was not specific. I've been a millionaire in Ugandan shillings. It's worth like 4,000 rand. Okay.
In pesos.
8
million pesos, and that could buy us like 2 pies, 3 pies and 3 sodas, and maybe a little packet of cigarettes.
Yeah, be specific in life, because you never know.
And bought us bus tickets.
Okay. Yes.
Bought us bus tickets. That was at 8 million.
8 million.
So be specific.
Be specific.
Be specific in the currency, the date, the time, the place, the rising sun, the setting moon. It does not matter.
Okay.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Yeah. Okay, well, it was a great cup of bush coffee.
Is it? Thank you. Are you going back to your life?
Even though I've been drinking bush coffee with you for 13, 14 years.
Great.
Isn't that cool?
Okay, so this is Ramblings. I think for most people, lockdown has been quite a change. for us, we kind of live like this anyway. So my boy homeschools, he has schooling every day, I have stuff to do. So other than my lady not working all day, every day, the rest of our life has been quite straightforward. However, it does worry us about what's to come, because unlike most people, we are on the front lines. We're on the front lines, like everybody. We're fighting every day for our cash, put a roof over our head, and it benefits us to plan ahead and know what's coming.
Let's see what's coming.
I see one of the things us here South Africans, we like to do, if it doesn't affect me, then I'm all wah, and the world must just chill out because everybody's doing good, until something affects me, and then I want to stand up and say my say. So I just want to say, if something affects one person, it's only a matter of time until something's going to affect you, and maybe we should all stand together. I don't mind that alcohol is banned. It doesn't bother me. However, if I don't make a stand for the people that it does bother, they're going to ban cigarettes. Oh, they have banned cigarettes. Cigarettes kind of bothers me, but it's not the end of the world. But if I don't make a stand and stand with those people and those people, then the next thing that they're going to block off might bother me. And then what? I'm the only one making a stand because it doesn't bother other people? And if that keeps on happening, eventually we're going to lose all our stuff and everyone's going to be bothered, and it's going to be too late to do anything about it.
Making seeds a non-essential. We have to talk about that next time.
Okay.
All the things that are made essential and non-essential, and possibly why. Because I think I could have done a whole lot of gardening. I mean, look at this garden, you know what I mean? And no, I can't go buy a spade because it's not essential.
It's not essential.
Okay.
All right, cool topic for next time.
Yeah.
Tomorrow. Have a date tomorrow?
Yeah.
I have a cool excuse for dates. All right. So, till next time, we'll do Baz and Blu's. What do we call it? Baz and Blu's in the bush coffee. We'll come up with something cool. Date day in the bush with Baz and Blu. Yeah, and we'll chat about such odd things. And maybe we'll start getting more and more straightened together. But let's just start and see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Cool.
Okay.
Ciao.
Ciao.